And welcome here to the beautiful Woodville Lacrosse Club. Some people call it God's country on lacrosse grand final days. I'm joined by Mr. Craig Schicker in commentary. Craig, the Women's State League grand final, looking forward to this one.
We are, Tone. It's a couple of great games leading up, but the Brighton Bombers, can they cap off an undefeated season, or can the Seahawks of Glenelg cause one of today's great upsets?
Well, we've already seen one upset in the Women's Div 2. We saw the Glenelg Blackhawks up against the Brighton Juggernaut, and we're really pleased to be able to have Mr. Ben Hook here as our Master of Ceremonies for today, and these two teams have met a couple of times, and it was only a couple of weeks ago that they met in the semi-final. And it was a 10-goal win to the Brighton Lacrosse Club.
It was, but early, Tone, it was a two-way battle, wasn't it? 3-4 at the half. It looked to be a turning into a blockbuster, but Brighton just went an extra gear, really, didn't they? And left Glenelg behind in their wake.
They did indeed, and you know what? We're actually really looking forward to seeing a really competitive game here, as these two teams, which have perennially been an opportunity to make these grand finals. And we spoke last time, Shicks, that I think these two teams since 1989 have been in 33 grand finals, one of those teams.
All bar 1997, maybe?
Was it 97, was it?
Oh, I'm not sure, but it's been a long time.
But anyway, it's a long time as we see the girls make their way over to be introduced by Mr. Ben Hook. And it's great to have his services here today. We are live streaming through to the LSA TV audience, and you can get us on YouTube. So if you've got a big 64-inch or 80-inch TV, put it on YouTube, get the full surround sound. And it's lucky to be brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, Shicks, in the traditional group, 180 Finance, Young Real Estate SA, and AMAC.
Absolutely
and,
right.
And this would not happen without their input into our funds to be able to run this.
That's right. That's right. Now, Tone, we should just explain to the viewers at home, we are just padding out a little bit of time. We're waiting for the umpires on the far field. Is that right?
Far field. I believe there might be a couple of them that are involved in this game, so there's a bit of a crossover with the games at the moment, and you might see all the ladies walking over this way. Well, you know what? Some theatre for television is happening right now, and we are going to be crossing very shortly.
Don't you go too far away, Tone. You're not allowed out there. No uniform.
Come on, I've got the right socks on. But we'll just waiting for the officials to come this way. And as the Div 2 game, or the Div 1 game has wrapped up on the other side. So very soon here we'll get the proceedings underway for this, what is a Women's State League Grand Final for 2022. And it is a beautiful day down here at the Brighton Lacrosse.
Gee whiz.
I'm looking at Brighton. It's not Brighton Lacrosse Club. It's the Woodville Lacrosse Club.
He's lost. He doesn't know where he is. He's flooded. The nerves are booming here in the box as well.
It is grand final day, and it is a nervous time for all. But I tell you what, we are looking forward to having an absolutely cracking game here.
Keep an eye out in a couple of moments. You might see Tony Watts just jog out there with the Brighton team.
Well, I thought about the national anthem today, Shicks, but someone said that I wasn't allowed to sing it.
Yep.
But
seconded by me.
and the third and the fourth, and it went around. It was like a wave here at the Woodville Lacrosse Club. So we're just about to get our presentations underway, and we will join in to our MC today, Mr. Ben Hook.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Findon Oval, the home of the Woodville Lacrosse Club for this Lacrosse South Australia's Women's State League Grand Final between Brighton and Glenelg. We acknowledge we play this great game on the traditional lands of the Kaurna people, and we pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. We'd like to also welcome any First Nations people who have joined us here today. I'd like to welcome today's match officials. They are lead official Tammy Varga, our officials Natalie Owens and Nikki Voisey, and our chief bench official Tamron Ofterhide. Now, ladies and gentlemen, time to meet today's grand final teams. Firstly, the Glenelg Seahawks. Number 2, Chelsea Gilbert. Number 3, Ella Drury. Number 5, Sarah Haynes. Number 6, Laura Evans. Number 8, Darcy Beckett. Number 9, Bonnie Wells. Number 10, Brodie Borovnik. Number 11, Lucinda Silvestri. Number 13, Karen Mortimer. Number 14, Jess Morrison. Number 15, Nikki Haynes. Number 17, Izzy Brown. And number 20, Carly Evans. Their coach is Stuart Robb, assistant coaches are Wendy Walsh and Sasha Newmarch, team manager is Sue Robb, and scorer Judy Evans. Now time to meet their opponents today, the Brighton Bombers. Number 2, Addie Cunningham. Number 3, Beth Varga. Number 4, Melissa Williams. Number 5, Kate Osborne. Number 6, Zephyr Williams. Number 7, Hayley Foots. Number 8, India Williams. Number 9, Colleen O'Malley. Number 10, Michaela Varga. Number 11, Eloise Rowe. Number 15, Monica Clues. Number 17, Taylor Voisey. Number 19, Taylor Mangan. And number 20, Jade Mangan. Their head coach is Trish Adams, assistant coaches are Cass Casaro and Tess Gilbert. Team manager and scorer is Janet Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, in the early hours of Friday morning, we learned of the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I'll ask you to join with the players and officials in a moment of silence to reflect on her life and her service. The Australian National Anthem. We'll invite the two captains into the middle of the field for the toss of the coin.
I don't need to look any shorter than what I already do. Thank you very much.
Great little rendition there, Tone.
It was, mate. Sorry, mate. I just thought we were heading over to see the coin toss, but not picking that up at the moment. And the referee's just going about their business, or umpires.
Won the toss, and Brighton are going to be heading to the northern end of Findon Oval.
All right, so it is game on here. How's things organised here? Shicks, and it has been O'Malley who has been taking them for the Brighton Bombers, and we saw a younger Glenelg player taking them over the last couple of weeks who's done a great job.
We did, young Nikki Haynes, and I dare say she's going to get first crack at it again today, and why wouldn't she? She's very impressive last week in that win over Woodville, and did a lot of the centre draw stuff the first time, the first final two-tone, so... So,
and as we do see that match-up just start to hook up. We see the strength of one Stefan. Just look at that. He's strong, isn't he? With that speaker off the ground.
Yes.
But here we go. It is grand final action here in the Women's State League. Oh.
Rovnik, O'Malley driving hard. Help comes. Silvestri's there. Release up top, Indy Williams.
And Indy Williams just steps inside, looks back to Varga. But good work there from the Glenelg team. Ball to be won on the deck. That's a great little flick up from Borovnik, who kicks it out to Morrison.
Heads up needs to be played here. Morrison too slow on that raise there. Mortimer, Beckett, huge goal.
And Glenelg on the board.
Flying.
Glenelg on the board first.
Great play, huge ground ball to be won in the centre field. Borovnik putting a ton of pressure on, falls into Morrison's stick. I thought she might have missed the upfield pass. Mortimer hanging back into space, finds it from Morrison, good enough to draw that last defender. Beckett 1-on-1, nerves are all-time high.
All-time high.
But slots it.
I'll tell you what, and that's the start that the Seahawks wanted, because came down the other end there, and Varga had a shot at the goal, which just went left.
Yeah.
Great pressure on the defence down there for the Seahawks. And they turned the ball over, came back the other way, and as we see, sometimes it comes back with interest. But we're going to have a re-centre draw here. And great finish there from Darcy.
Beckett, yeah, just got Addie Cunningham, committed her to the right-hand side, was able to slot it on the hip off stick. So great shot, good score, 1-0 the Bays.
So ball back out, and as I said, the great pick up there from metres gained, Izzy Brown.
Yeah,
and she gained about 500 metres in the under 18s. And is there two? Yes, there is. Glenelg on the board with two. And Izzy Brown.
Coming off a whopping game in the under-18 girls, throwing 6 there in a best-on-ground performance. Just has a sniff of a ground ball there in the centre field tone. Izzy Brown swoops, metres gained again, just raising the bar. Drives hard, takes it all herself, says, girls, I don't need any experience.
I don't need any help.
Here.
I've done this 6 times already today. And she puts her second away, and Glenelg, I'll tell you what, if it's a greyhound race, they got out the boxes really quickly here, and if they keep going like this, is there what we would have called an upset on the cards, chicks?
Ella Drury into the centre draw tone. That might be a new tactic there we haven't seen a lot of in recent times for the Bays.
Well, we saw Indy Williams step in that time, and maybe that's a matchup that the coaches have talked about.
A bit of a settler.
Settler.
Yep.
So, yeah, just to... but Mel Williams looks inside, little fake. Malley, bang, pops on up the top shelf. Away we're going. We could have a 31-30 game here, because it's free-flowing, great lacrosse.
Have a look at that on the replay tone. All a little easy, wasn't it there? Mel Williams with Izzy Brown down low.
See down the left-hand side.
Just a nice...
And O'Malley just... And you saw there, Carly with her stick in the left hand, which she does do from time to time. A right-handed goalie, but she puts a stick in her left.
Yep.
And that time...
didn't phase O'Malley a bit, did it?
Did not one bit. And O'Malley with that one. So a 2-1 game here. Glenelg v Brighton. And ball back in the centre, and we see Jury up against Indy Williams. Ball set. Comes out.
O'Malley again.
Picked
too
up
good for Evans on that occasion. Drawing 2. Jury can't get there and doesn't score or put a shot on cage. Pulls out. Varga, though, going straight back at it as well.
Oh,
and that's a loose
that one
pass.
is a very loose pass, and you don't see many of them
That's right.
from the Brighton Lacrosse Club, and that might be that little bit of nerve that's just always around at grand final time. It's early in the game.
Sarah Haynes told to get back a little here, so she'll carry a strong left up the side there. Mangan
and just
will
stepping
apply a bit of
through.
pressure.
Kicks it in here to Izzy Brown, just missed the handle. It could come back with interest, but they've got numbers here at the moment, Glenelg. they've really rushed back into defence.
Cardinal sin, isn't it, Tone? Clearing out, throw the ball to the centre of the field. You just don't want to do it.
It doesn't matter what sport you are.
Don't
To
wanna
bring
do
it back inside to turn it over, it normally comes back with double the impetus that you took it out with.
That's right. That's right.
And the ball is, we're going to... Sorry, Shicks, I was looking the other end there.
We might have had a 3-second call there.
3-second call there.
Jury. So Zeph Williams will restart, and she'll go back to O'Malley, the goal scorer. Early finds
inside. Bang, Indy Williams.
Williams.
Never far away from a scoring opportunity is Indy Williams. And we've got a 2-2 game here, and I reckon we've only played about 3.5 minutes, Shicks.
We have hot start time. This is exactly what we want. Have a look at the restart here. Jury just out the back.
Kick quickly.
Williams to O'Malley off a nice little pick and roll there, leaving...
Izzy Brown just
got caught up in the pick there, right?
But again, wasn't too far away from it defensively. There was Izzy.
So Sarah Haynes back in to the centre draw. Indy Williams for Brighton. And Haynes done very well.
Oh, Haynes has done a great job there. She's going to win that one with a push being had on by Williams.
So I wonder if that is a tactic there that the Glenelg are looking at, putting Ella Jury in there for some face-off work. Centre draw work.
Well, Jury has played in there a bit of the year.
Oh, no.
But
she's got it.
That's the one. You just need to touch it a few times, don't you, in these games?
Spilt it there at the start.
So Jury has gone into the face-off, and I'm just wondering whether it is a ploy against.
She's just had a cradling error there, and the ball slipped out the back. O'Malley picks it up, couldn't clear. Wells collects.
And Wells, who was dominant against the Woodville Warriors in that prelim final with 5 goals and a best on ground performance, just certainly picking pockets there, but just a little bit of stick handling skills here.
Yeah, Morrison just failed to see a 3-on-2 opportunity, drove left and got dispossessed, turned the ball over on a extra man, but Brighton now clearing the ball out. So this game yet to settle, Tone. It's still up a bit, up and down. Varga carries the ball offensively, double teamed here.
Double teamed, and there's a push call there. But where was the help there, Shicks? So you got two defenders, and the help was actually behind. So, ball kicked into the centre to Mon Ika.
Yep, Kloos. Kloos as she's gone with today, Tone. But you're right, earlier in the year she went through a spanner in the works, didn't she?
She did. So, ball down the back here.
Rowe hitting
nice
another
look
cutter.
there.
Varga.
Stepped inside Varga. One of those Australian representatives. And we're going to have a card here. So Borovnik wears an early yellow.
A little unlucky there if we can have a look at the replay on
one
that.
up and under.
These calls are going to be very, very crucial.
Well, especially Borovnik, a set defender and has been a big defensive player in their side. To get a yellow card really early is...
She allowed Varga to get high side, so she got turned inside out a little bit. Didn't see the check from here. Poor angle. We'll take the umpire's call on that. No shot taken on the restart by Varga.
Man-up opportunity here. So play the man up and run the process.
Fuss to Rowe. Now, this is where Brighton have been very well disciplined and organised. Mel Williams up the top. Fuss now to Zeph Williams. Cutters go through. 1, 2. Varga high side, a wheel coming out the back door. Overlap on the far side.
Kick down Williams. She doesn't miss many on those bottom corners, but great shutdown there from the Glenelg defence. Looks inside and just popped to the right-hand side that time from Varga. And no backup, so that's a cardinal sin, isn't it?
Especially extra man, yes.
So, that is one to Beth Varga to the left of the goal and one to the right of the goal. So 2 shot opportunities. And great work there from Lucinda Silvestri.
Yep, just gets some. Oh, that's a.
That's right on the bottom hand.
On the body, but
let him play.
Not called. Silvestri carries it down to the offensive end,
and picked up. So one Williams to another, and Indy Williams just got a reasonable check there.
Yeah, it looked like Lucinda Silvestri just
hung it out.
A little bit of bait, Tone.
Yep, hung it out. Get the opportunity. And I'll tell you what. Let's give you our viewers at home a little bit of bait. Traditional group. Mate, tradvc.com.au, 83763639.
Yep.
And you don't need any bait with them because they will look after you immensely for all your needs.
Yes, that's right. Beckett doing some hard work now, gives the ball to Wells.
And Wells just with that little head knob. Every time she gets the ball, she sort of plays for that little.
Yep.
It's a footy thing.
She
I
does.
think.
Well, she just got the call that time as the it looks like the extra man is about to be ratified.
Released.
Yep. And it is. It is now.
And
almost.
they can. Oh no! I thought she'd stepped on then. So
2-1 release.
Okay, release, and Morrison now steps in. Hasn't picked anyone up.
Again, she's not looking at taking on a creating 2-on-1s.
Well, O'Malley was heading that way, but if she'd gone with a little bit of pace early, and Silvestri with the ball down to the goal scorer in Beckett.
And Glenelg need to look after the ball here offensively for me, Tone. Last time we saw them play, they turned it over under pressure quite a lot. And if Wells can get on the board early.
Well, last time the senior players like Mortimer and Wells weren't seen greatly in the game, and that's not a great pass there from Lucinda. Ball to be won. O'Malley, ball still to be won. And Indy Williams just put her hands up. And that's going to be a Glenelg ball.
Glenelg ball,
Izzy Brown.
Izzy Brown. Good couple of ground balls already early in this game, Tone. And we know how good she's on the clearing aspect of it. But Wells now, two-man game. Morrison, pick and roll.
Indy Williams comes off. Good check. Or just deemed to be illegal there. So
see if Wells can make something out of nothing here. Brown looks to be available if they're quick enough.
And you've got Karen just lurking behind there as well. And they can
one,
go 2-on-1 here, back corner.
Not on.
Mortimer just pulls out, pulls in, and then goes about the work. Looks inside. That's a good feed. Just dropping the handle of the ball there.
Drop one she probably should have taken. Half chance gone begging, but Mortimer good enough to get that ball back. And Beckett pops out the back. Another 1%er from Darcy Beckett.
Well, it might be one of those players who aren't the recognised superstars of this team.
That's right.
That you know, when you see these upsets happen, that one of them steps up.
Isolation, Morrison.
But there's a double come. Oh, just hung it out again, and ball kicked, and the ball will be through Mel Williams. Little check, and wants to quick start. Does to the outer side, but still a couple of passing errors happening here. There's still a little bit of pressure in this game.
Eloise Rowe forced back from good D from Borovnik, but O'Malley is there with help. Beckett comes across to apply pressure, but O'Malley good enough to get out of trouble.
And how about you apply some pressure with your home loan, mate, and get in touch with 180 Finance, because they'll apply some pressure to relieve some burden for you.
He will.
Oh, there's another. Now, you don't see that. That's Mel Williams, who has been around a long time.
Quite
that's
unusual.
The second unforced error going out over the top of the cage and out the back.
Quite unusual. That's what grand finals bring, Tone. It brings pressure that you haven't experienced yet this year.
Yep, and it doesn't matter how many you've played in, does it?
Doesn't, because you're right. Mel Williams has played in a few.
And here comes Izzy Brown, metres gained. She's up against Fuss. Fuss with the pressure. Just kicks it back there to Silvestri. Silvestri will run it out, or attempt to run it out.
Yeah, Brighton well set up here in the clears though. So Silvestri can just take time. Borovnik sneaks forward, but drops one she needed to take, and that's a huge error.
O'Malley with the ball, just steps inside, little blind turn. She's under massive pressure, and I can tell you that I don't think Karen was too happy with that call. She hung that stick out a long way.
Yeah, they do call her killer, so killer little check, but got caught for it that time.
Got caught for it. So out the side here with Taylor. And Voisey with the ball, just kicks it down to Mangan. That is Taylor Mangan, who has really stepped up in this Women's State League this year.
She has, drawing the attention of the Aussie defender Laura Evans.
Indy Williams.
Drury comes
with a
out
big
strong,
push.
Finds Eloise Rowe. Bottom corner sees a little angle on it, but fires away anyway, and it looks like...
And it's going to be a Glenelg ball.
Oh, it is too.
Good call from Nat Owens there, right on the spot. Just got that step in. And that's those little 1%ers, chicks, that you like to see in these games as coaches.
Huge effort down there, Lucinda. Both of them actually. Varga looked to have that covered. Silvestri came. Varga kicked up a gear. Silvestri said, "You want to go, I'll go with you."
And right on the finishing line, just stuck a foot in front.
So Borovnik now.
Borovnik.
Bell goes.
Oh, that's
turnover.
a good. Yeah, that's a good check.
Again in the middle of the field.
And this could come back with interest because.
Mangan couldn't get the handle on the outlet pass.
And we hear the bell go for 30 seconds.
Williams, Zephyr turns Jury inside out. Shot on the right-hand side. Evans had it covered. Ball goes wide. Shot. And again, Laura Evans first on. Much to the disapproval
of Zephyr Williams.
Or Indy, Zeph. Indy, I think.
Oh, sorry, Indy. Sorry, it's a long way away, Shicks, and I have the wrong glasses on.
Morrison takes 2 through the centre of the field. High risk, high reward lacrosse for the Bays. They've turned it over a few times, but they get away with it this time. 2-all of the quarter time. That went fast because it's fast-paced grand final.
It is fast-paced grand final here, live and free on LSA TV. And 2-all is probably a fitting scoreline at the moment for this game.
Huge start. Yeah, sorry, Tony. I was going to say huge start for the Bays, getting out to a massive start. 1-1. Beckett slots one away. Izzy Brown then finds space to go 2-0 up. Brighton able just to gain a little bit of possession, and through the experienced heads there of Mel Williams. She assisted Colleen O'Malley. Then O'Malley hit Mel Williams' daughter in Indy for 1. So 2 apiece, all single goal throwers.
And I can tell you that the other stat that we might keep an eye on is the unforced errors at about 4-all at the moment. So they're just unusual from these teams to be able to be throwing those unforced errors. But I'll tell you what.
No errors coming out of this next mob.
Absolutely not.
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
All right, here we are, and back for the start of the second quarter here. That first quarter did just get away really quickly, didn't it, Shicks? It's a bit up and back.
Action was hot. Even hotter was the clock. It just went in no time, but what a start. 2-all, second quarter coming at us, Tone.
And back into the centre, we see the same centre draw. Oh, that one's that one
there we
is
go.
No. Okay, so illegal there by Haynes. And this always gets me, Shicks. I spoke about it in the under-18 game, right? The girls with the ball can't move.
Disadvantage.
But everyone else can. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but anyway.
They get away with it though, Tone. They get away, they take it forward. So 2 apiece. Brighton now after the quarter-time break. We saw this last time they played the major semi-final time. It was 4-3 at the half.
Yep. And then they just pulled away, did Brighton. So O'Malley with the ball. Well done by Morrison, just pushing it down the line.
Good recovery there. Looked to be out of place a little early. Well played in the end. O'Malley just happy to hold on to it though, isn't she?
And she's looking as Beth Varga gets up the top, but Mangan down the bottom against a Evans. Good check there from Evans. Ground ball to be won, and that is from Silvestri. And she has pace to burn. And that fast start, just unable to be exhibited there.
Yeah. Well, it looked like Taylor Mangan was in good position, so it was no real fast start advantage if she did take it. So I don't mind that time from Lucinda. As she has her outlet cut off. Darcy Beckett presenting again.
Who is presenting? This is the thing, isn't it, Shik? So where is the presentation coming from?
Yep. Early ball movement too, Tony, I reckon.
Yeah.
Give that ball early.
Give that ball early.
Yep. Advance it down. Evans, who's done a power of work already this game, goes down to that girl, Darcy Beckett. So it looks almost as if the Glenelg offence has to be checked into Darcy, almost, doesn't it?
It does. It's almost like get to that point, and then you can start to do some work.
We're right to go.
So Morrison with the ball, kicks down to Beckett, who
Beckett
kicks
to
it to Mortimer.
So Mortimer will be looking for cutters and a lot more ball off-ball movement this time round.
Good defence there from Voisey.
Yep. Evans now at the top. O'Malley's got her cover. Goes right, comes back left. Half chance, double comes, doesn't go. Straight back up the top to Morrison. This is where they need to keep going.
But it's just, so Morrison.
A little bit stop-start. Double coming from Brighton. Very well organised defensively.
Needs to move the ball on again here now. Because that open player is there. As we see Izzy Brown in the middle just open up.
Beckett to
Wells.
Wells.
Steps inside, pops, puts that one away. And that'll be a Glenelg ball, as that was backed up down there by Karen.
And that's gone out to the playground.
That one's for the spectators, mate. In baseball, you take that one home, don't you?
You do, yep. Oh, the umpires have just worked it out. Here comes the next one.
Karen having us. We're in professional sport at your highest level. Do you have to go and chase under a fence to get a ball back?
Yep.
But Mortimer with the ball.
So young Taylor Voisey picking up Mortimer down through X. Brown has the ball high side with Fuss on her. Two speedsters go at it. High pace game of lacrosse. Morrison now. Williams looking after her.
And you were talking about Young before. What about Young Real Estate SA? Get in touch with the group who are now one of our sponsors for the box. And for every opportunity you give them, $500 coming to your club. So get in touch with Young Real Estate on youngrealestatesa.com.au.
Yep, Evans has a go, Wells has a go. Well held out so far from the Bombers. Mortimer goes one way, comes back the next. Job cut out for Voisey down there. Oh, space opens up. Mortimer couldn't get hands free, dipping and diving and ducking.
And finally
card.
And we got a card here as well. So there we go. That is Taylor Voisey, who will sit down for an extended break of 2 minutes. And we see Izzy Brown head off, and obviously not in the man-up
looks like
scheme of things.
Going for Sarah Haynes, an extra lefty there, Tone, to help even things out. Mortimer decides to pull out.
And that's twice now.
Yep.
That's twice in the man-up opportunities that they've...
Both teams have one
that's
each,
what I'm saying. They both pulled out. So obviously something that was talked about within both coaching groups. You know, we get a man-up opportunity and a free shot. Let's make the most of it.
Wells, Mortimer, Evans, Morrison, the four up high. Down low, Sarah Haynes with the left and Darcy Beckett on the right.
Little Wilco, just these unforced turnovers are just not, and you can see Bonnie Wells there. She's very unhappy with that.
Well, I think both Glenelg girls were calling that the ball hasn't gone out. Surely not, Tom.
No, surely not. One of them would have picked it up, wouldn't they?
You would have thought. And
then gone, well, hang on, I'm still standing in. And Addie Cunningham as Jess Morrison.
In the men's game here, Tony, you'd see a nice big crack across the elbow, wouldn't you?
Makes it. That's a great pickup, though, from Indy Williams, who just pushes the ball forward to Fuss. So a contest here.
Yeah, great.
Jury.
Great footwork there. LaJury covering at the back door. Gets the ball taken away, though, again from her. Penalty called. Whistle blown. Restart that. Mel Williams will need to step out. So great help out defence there from Ella Jury picking that ground ball up, Tony.
Well, she had a 2-on-1 there, didn't she? If she hadn't have got the ball, it was certain shot at goal.
Nice outlet to Wells too.
And Wells, this is what I like. She's at her best when she runs at pace.
You're damn right.
And she does have some to burn. But just not the 3-second call. And again, there's another rule I don't like, Shicks, when it's the opposite side of the play and it's not actually, I know it's the rule, but it just slows the game down. So ball with Morrison, opportunity here, just drop, and these stick skills Good work there from Karen. And good work there again. Good check on the outer side. And there we go.
2 on 1.
Great pressure.
2 on 1. Never really had the chance to tie that up there, Indy Williams. And great hustle by Karen Mortimer.
Just enough pressure with Wells and Mortimer to Indy Williams just never quite got it in her stick, did she?
Let's call it the experience there of Mortimer. Good enough to get the ball back on the younger.
And as a coach, you love to see that.
Of course you do. Setting standards right for the younger girls to go and have a look.
If this is a standard we're playing today, this is what we're all going to do. And
yep.
As Evans with the ball now finds herself on O'Malley.
Haynes down low.
She's just trying to set picks on the
Beckett as
Nikki
well
Voisey.
as Wells and Mortimer look to team
two-man
up.
game almost, isn't it?
It is. It is.
We saw that a bit in the State League this year.
We did.
Two-man, they're just playing sides, so that almost pick needs to be set up and behind.
Brighton well organised, and Taylor Voisey's come back on, so the extra man has expired, and Wells under high heat from Williams.
Good out to Morrison, just backs out as...
ball just going a little bit dead at times, isn't it? They need to keep the ball hot, and then look at that for a high heat pass. So Morrison just needs to get to the flow of the game here, I reckon. Beckett again presents, doesn't move the ball on, so again the ball goes dead.
Well, for me last week when Morrison had the ball, she was starting her dodge from about there, at pace, and hitting the defender a metre before and dodging, and she was getting a lot of space doing that.
Haynes, left, right, left, right. Zeph Williams gets called for a push.
Is there a good night here, Shicks?
Could be.
Oh, they're good.
Fast start,
Steps in,
Haynes.
looks, comes.
Good pass, Mortimer.
Just looking, kicks it. Oh, great stick there from Williams. And she's going to send it out. Oh, just turn, twist, twist, twist. Tell you what, if you were in racing terms, it would have been spin, spin.
Oh. So Brody Borovnik just going for a real wish-washy check there.
And she's already on one card, isn't she?
So she's got to be careful. Indy Williams gets the quick start, but umpire didn't like that. Pulls her back up. Glenelg able to get back inside. So
missed opportunity there with the man up.
There was.
And Fuss looks inside. And coming off that penalty was Taylor Voisey, who steps in and pops one away for the Brighton Lacrosse Club.
Was a good look. We see the cross crease pass here. Mel Williams gets it and sends a little floater across. Fuss gets it.
Great vision there from Fuss, wasn't it?
It was, and not so good communication by the Glenelg defence, leaving Voisey absolutely free as a bird on the doorstep, giving Carly Evans zero chance.
No chance at all.
3-2. Bombers hit the lead first time today.
So we've played about 9 minutes in the second term, and if you've been watching and come to the halftime break, why don't you get in touch with 180 Finance, and they will look after you for all your refinancing needs, or maybe a new home loan, Chicks. Get one across the line.
Absolutely.
$250 to your club.
Upsize, downsize, whatever it is. Fuss on the break. She's upsizing.
Oh, is she what?
4-2.
She says, I've got an assist. Now I'm going to get a goal, and it is a 4-2 game, as you said, and last time these sides played, Chicks, it was 4-3 at the half.
It was. Look at the break here. She gets the ball bang smack at the halfway line, and she says, you boys are talking 180. I'm going to the bank. She upsizes.
I'm turning you 360.
4-2, Fuss.
And I'll tell you what, great camera work up there from Mr. Braden Munn, right on that. Did not miss a second of that camera work.
Yep, one shoe on, one shoe off.
Well, that's the way we roll on the JP and solar and electrical van.
Yeah, big shout out to
Big shout out to JP.
Admin at jpsolarelec.com.au. That phone number tone 0870890308. Back in action.
And here's the 09 picking it up, and a great pickup.
Ooh,
gets crunched.
Oh my gosh, not a lot wrong with that, we would have thought. Stick hanging.
Hang it out to lose it. So ball Kick down here.
Michaela Varga, first touch for her today, but
First time we've called her today.
yeah, confident one. Well played down to Mel Williams. Ella Drury all over it. Love her style of defence, Tony.
Yeah, she's that tough physical defender that you know you're going to wear a few at the end of the day.
Needs to be more of it as we see. How about the photography today, Tone? Check out the socials because Chris North, what is the SA Lax photos?
Eagles Lax.
Eagles Lax photos.
Yep. And he is. I'd say he's like one of our ornaments of the game.
Oh, he's a legend.
You know what? The amount of people that have their cover photos on their Facebook page, which is taken by Chris North, is amazing.
Eloise Rowe.
Free space.
So there's a bit of a tussle up top there. Eloise Rowe come up to the ground as she drove left, right. A couple of scrambling defenders get caught 3 seconds, so she's got an
And
open
we're sitting
shot
right behind this
on
one
the
here.
hash.
Rowe with the ball. Carly Evans steps, pops. Good save there from Carly. Oh, nice knockdown there from Williams on the way out. Ball to be won. Picked back up. Still ball to be won here. Oh, little flick shot there.
Yeah, Silvestri, first one there, flicks it back into Carly Evans. So Glenelg will get a clear by the looks of it.
Yep.
Almost slipping in. Look at the replay here, Tone. But live
Just
action.
steps down, good save. Just baited it there.
Silvestri, she'll clear out now. Eloise Rowe.
The 211s. It's like a horse race. 1-1-1-1 race.
2-2-1-1-2.
So Silvestri with the ball in stick. No one's coming to her yet, but she just pulls it out. And there we go. Down the back.
What does 3-3 do?
3-3 was the last one out the gate, I think, Shicks.
Okay.
And we've got, what have we got here? 3-second call.
O'Malley just asked to step aside.
So down to Beckett. There's that one. Checked in.
Offense rolls. Mortimer, one-on-one here with Voisey. Shakes left,
Razzle
comes
dazzle,
back right.
steps, pops.
High.
Good save there from Cunningham up top. And that's probably one of the first ones Addie's had to make today.
It is. It is.
So ball in the stick of Addie Cunningham. Michaela Varga. Under pressure there from Gilbert. Just kicks it back to Addie. Addie's not adept to not running the ball out. Varga just kicks over here. Great there from Osborne.
So well sought out there by the Bombers. Down into attack. Borovnik again, solid in defence. Always get nervous when a girl's on a yellow tone. Yeah, and there's the call there for the umpire.
Yep, right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
It was Nikki Voisey.
So Osborne to Rowe. Rowe to Zeph Williams. And Brighton again will set up offensively.
And three of these black and whites today were over with the World Championships and Sixers.
They were.
So high quality umpires. Oh, Fuss, tell you what, Fuss on point.
No score.
No score.
So that's an interesting one, isn't it? That's called free space on a cut. So the offensive player catches the ball, moves into the defensive space.
You know what? That's almost an advantage call, isn't it? Because that was a great take, great shot. But I'll tell you what, Fussy's lining up and firing. But again, now there's a negative because...
That's two in a row now. Evans has got the ball out, turned over, but hard fought one back. Morrison's got speed here. Wells going with her. Kloos angles down. Good defence. One-on-one there. Monica Kloos. Morrison, I'm not done yet. Turns and throws one away on the left.
Probably not the time to have a shot there. Just done all the work. We've just settled back down. They just settled back down into their.
Look at the pressure, Darcy Beckett again there, Tone.
Yeah, I like Darcy's game so far. Ball kicks up to Kloos. Kloos with the ball, and she'll have some speed to try and get past here.
She's going to need some. We know Brown has got some wheels too, so two speedsters.
Yeah, just that offensive set there from Morrison. Just it's time to take it. You know, you're 4-2 down. You have an opportunity, and great save there from Carly up top shelf.
Awesome bit of lacrosse. Rowe hit the cutter in Indy Williams.
And
the
clock
shot
is
was
on. The clock is on the field, chicks.
It is
30 seconds. So 30 seconds to play in this second quarter. As the clock comes on, ball kicks down to Williams. Williams just with a little bit of love tap there, and again that one's off the bar, I reckon. But
Clock is on, Tone. Not much time left, but again, Carly Evans just failing to clear that ball out. Saving hasn't been a problem. She's on fire at the moment.
and she's going to need to be, because this is not where you want to let one in. So Indy Williams will have a free shot here just before the half. And we see Carly Evans just lining up against it. It is currently 4-2. We're in the last 30 seconds of this game in the half. Williams steps down, pops, and gets, he's going to get another shot here.
It's a free space call there. So this is what you do as a defence, wouldn't you? You just run in the way and get free space.
The problem is you have
halfway line.
You have to get into the free space to get called free space to try and defend, don't you? So here we go. Williams again steps up under. Great defence there from, but we're going to have another free shot here.
She's called that for a look like a check up high.
And she'll come top centre now. So clock still on the field with Tamarin. Williams with her third opportunity. Steps, pops, and puts it away. And tough there for the defence of Glenelg. But that is a 5-3 lead. And there is limited time in this second quarter.
5-2. 5-2.
Sorry, 5-2. Giving them an extra.
Yeah, that's Indy's second for the game too. She's it's not a bad go when you get 2, 3, 4 goes at it. Good shot. Firing away, hard for the goalie to get to. Carly Evans been on fire.
I'll tell you what, who else is on fire, mate? AMAC Customs and Logistics. Anywhere, anything, anytime.
Anyhow.
Yeah. With any. So get in touch with them. And you might be moving your new lot of timber over that you've just bought through a traditional group for them to do some work.
A couple of trusses, a couple of A-frames, you name it.
And you've just paid with it with your 180 finance.
So O'Malley there to do the centre draw work, and Izzy Brown doing the centre draw work for Glenelg. But
the time runs out here at half-time at the Woodville Lacrosse Club. We see the Brighton Lacrosse Club in the Women's State League leading 5-2. And shall we have a look at some goal scorers before we go to our
singles to singles to Glenelg. No score that quarter, so still Izzy Brown and Darcy Beckett with one apiece. Brighton, we have Hayley Fuss scoring that quarter, Taylor Voisey scoring that quarter. O'Malley got one in the first, and Indy Williams one in each quarter to go to 2.
So a 3-0 quarter there for Brighton against Glenelg.
3-0.
As we see some replays on the screen here, we see that was Izzy Brown's goal. And this is the one Mel Williams just looks up and finds O'Malley coming down the left-hand pipe and pops it top shelf. And then we see this one here where the ball just gets moved very quickly down the back from Zeph Williams. Looks, Indy Williams coming off a pick, pops it away. And good finishing there from the Williams.
Was a good finish. You know what's happened here, Tone? After Glenelg got off to that really super fast start through the first 2, Brighton have been able to take over the ascendancy here, scoring 5 unanswered goals.
Well, as I said, the last time in the semi-final it was 4-3. It's currently 5-2, and we might go and hear a word from our sponsors.
My name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
And back we come here to second half action in the Women's State League Grand Final. Brought to you by Traditional Young Real Estate and 180 Finance. And obviously, big shout out to JP Solar and Electrical and also to AMAC Logistics. It is a 5-2 game here at the Woodville Lacrosse Club. Just a little update. The Women's Div 1 Chicks, I think we've got a score update on that one.
We do. What was it? 16-9?
16-9, I think, Brighton up.
16-9
so
the way
congratulations.
Of Brighton. Yeah, well done to the Brighton girls there. After an earlier upset in the Div 2 women.
Blackhawks.
We mentioned that, didn't we? The Blackhawks beat the all-conquering Brighton team. West Torrens, of course, won the Div 2 men. They won that
quite
comfortably.
Easily.
Yes.
So congratulations to the West Torrens boys who will be celebrating tonight.
Second half action, Tone.
Back we come. And O'Malley in the centre, up against Izzy Brown. So they made a change in there, Izzy Brown, but Izzy Brown actually just got a tip off that. Lucinda Silvestri with the ball will bring it down into attack. And she's under immense pressure there from Beth Varga, who kicks it back to Izzy Brown, who kicks it to Bonnie Wells and then over to Jess Morrison.
Good handles from Silvestri. Picked up a tough ground ball and under high heat the whole way down. Looked after it. Darcy Beckett just spills one up and says, are you awake, Michaela Varga? Because I'm going to test you out
I was
nice and
going
early.
to say, at 5-2 at the half, you don't want to get the ball and do all that work to get it in and then to have an easy turnover. So ball with Karen Mortimer. Just running in circles at the moment, and she's running around the circle. Good work there from Taylor Voisey. Just playing good defence, little razzle-dazzle, not there, kicks across, nice take from Evans. Evans just under good pressure there from Indy Williams, who kicks it down to Beckett, and Beckett will start it all again.
She will. I wonder if there's a structural move there for the Seahawks. Oh, Michaela Varga says, I'm ready for it, don't worry about that. Gets a nice stick on that pass.
And there's going to be a
Big
card
swipe.
there. We saw that one coming from a long way. That one's started up top and hit the ground and bounced back. And Hayley Fuss will find herself in there for a 2-minute penalty. So Glenelg with an opportunity for man up here to try and get this score back to a 5-3 scoreline.
They will. And again, the specialised extra man, extra person unit comes on, Sarah Haynes. But
well, they haven't done any damage in these uneven situations just yet.
No, have been a little unthreatening so far, but that can change quickly with a little tinker at half time.
Well, I mean, you know, third quarter, it is the premiership quarter. If they could get a couple here and drag that score back, but that's not going to work, especially when you just throw it straight to a defender's stick who's stepping out.
You can't have your best players throwing the ball away in extra man, can you?
Well, the player beyond that wasn't moving. The defender just stuck a stick out, Chicks, and it's a cardinal sin.
Too slow. Move it on quicker. So Brighton will be able to kill. Oh, Varga just has a
so
little.
maybe it's the ball, mate.
little poppy, isn't it?
There's a few still errors going on here.
Double team.
As
Indy
they are
free.
in a man down situation.
Yeah, gives to Zeph. High heat from Silvestri. Umpire didn't like that, so she'll be asked to stand out. As Fuss comes from the box on the far side. I'm not sure her time has been served just yet.
No, they can stand anywhere within that box. Don't have to be sitting on the seat.
Mangan says, I'll do some work for you, girls. The ball's popped out again, so it's a real...
Maybe it is the ball.
Real bobbler, isn't it?
Ball to be won. Down on the ground. O'Malley says, thank you very much. I'll have that.
No trouble with it. Puts the Jets on 2.
And a big shout out to Colleen's dad because he always watches Lacrosse SATV.
He does.
He does. So big shout out to Mr. O'Malley over in the States. We hope you're enjoying the live feed.
With the game time changing, Tone, it's not wouldn't be ideal for Mr. O'Malley, would it?
No, he might be up at about 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
So, but I know he'd be watching. So a big shout out from LSA TV to you.
Big ground ball to be won here. Haynes all over it. Zeph Williams gets the call from the referee, and there's an extra player comes on. Fuss is released.
And they are back to even numbers.
So nothing gained, nothing lost.
I'll tell you what, Hayley Fuss has been pivotal in the last sort of 5 or 6 minutes of that last quarter.
Yep.
With that assist down to the bottom, and then with her own then back up with just the pace she had. And we always talk about her foot speed, don't we?
We
She
do.
was always on her toes when she's ready to go.
She plays with an intensity that you'd like to see the game played at. Goes at it hard, makes her options
And just
That's the
opens
right
up in the
options.
centre there again.
Williams getting checked by Jess Morrison. She goes down to mum, bailing her out once again down at X. Mel Williams. Laura Evans has her.
And Indy Williams cuts across the middle, and there's a feed, just not quite there. Ball
Brovnik
still to be
all
won.
over it, and that's a
Great
big pickup
work
from her.
Brovnik. Needs to present this ball forward. Maybe not that forward. Definitely not that forward.
Michaela
It's coming
Vargas
back the other way. Nice pick up there from Mortimer.
Was one-handed, just easy. 1, 2, 3 girls streaking all in the same direction. Couldn't get it to her. Again, that girl, Darcy Beckett, comes out.
And there's a 2 on the back side here, which they hadn't, no. Shut down now. So ball up to Morrison.
So we haven't seen a lot of Bonnie Wells, Tone. We thought that she needed to get off to a big start to get the bays up and about. She hasn't been able to do that just yet.
Not just yet. But then again, Morrison hasn't had the impact yet that she normally has in these games.
Morrison now to Wells. So it's a little bit stop-start, this offence. Questions are being asked. No, leave me a one-on-one. Michaela Varga ready. Goes left, comes back right, hands free.
Addie Cunningham.
Shot stick side high. Nice and easy one for Addie for the third quarter.
So that's the way you like to start as a goalkeeper for your third quarter.
Certainly do.
Just one straight stick side high. It was like a pass, wasn't it?
And now an easy clear. Really, Varga will just come through. Jury gives her a
She always gives you one, doesn't she?
She does.
And sometimes she gets held up and sometimes she doesn't, but she'll always give you one.
Varga finds a pathway down to Zeph. Zeph across to Eloise Rowe. Drives hard. Brown has her covered on the right-hand side. Goes high, hands free, and again, a nice little soda for Carly Evans.
I was going to say they're just racking up the saves at the moment if they're going to shoot like that at them.
They are.
These two goalkeepers, the incumbent Australian keepers for respective sides, are better than that.
You need a little bit more zip on it, don't you, Tony?
You need one that's going to crack that cookie jar open, Chicks.
You do. So Evans now just carefully walks the ball up, makes a good pass to ball taxi Gilbert, who's got some wheels when she gets going.
Just gets her close to the
Inside,
side.
look at her go.
Inside, advantage given there. Ball in. Look at the Brighton numbers just crush there, but a push called.
Yeah, good help D from Brighton, so they snuffed out any sort of fast break. Darcy Beckett again pops out, presents, and she will go deep into attack with Laura Evans. 5-2 the Bombers' way. No score in the third quarter. Morrison.
Up the top to Gilbert. Gilbert now steps inside. Has she got it
makes
over? There we
light
go.
work of Eloise Rowe.
And there is the one to start the third quarter, and Glenelg have it on the board.
Chelsea Gilbert just shakes and bakes a little high. Does the hard work, Tony. What good reward for hard work clearing that ball out earlier.
Absolutely.
So we have a look at this. She got Eloise Rowe high and dry, left on an island, burnt her inside. No help coming quick enough.
O'Malley just not able to get there quick enough. And great work there from Gilbert.
Gilbert scores to bring it
5-3.
one back.
5-3. And tell you what, game is certainly heading up here in the third quarter with that extra goal. The crowd's got right into it. It's a big crowd down here at the Woodville Lacrosse Club. And the men's game's still to come, but right now we're on the women's.
Ooh, centre draw. Beth Varga couldn't get the handle on that one.
And it just ends up heading into a Glenelg stick.
That's Haynes. She sees Silvestri and gives it to her. Lucinda now isolated with Monica Kloos. Goes left. Inside ball. Mortimer hits the post.
Tink, tink, tink.
Would have been a huge result.
And that'll be a Glenelg ball. Great backup there from Haynes. And Haynes will bring it back in. Good look inside there.
It was a good look. Silvestri just doing enough. So it looks like they're looking for the isolations now. A little bit more calculated offensively, Glenelg, which is good. 5-3 the score. Bombers' way.
Well, they've had a chance at half-time to reassess and have a good chat with the coaching staff and just say, look, you know, what have we seen? What are we looking at? And whatever they talked about at half-time at the moment seems to be a plan here, Shicks.
I agree. A little bit, like I said, a lot more calculated, aren't they? Silvestri seems to be the one ball and stick trying to make things happen. Goes one way, comes back again. Beckett presents at X. They go high to Brown. Brown across to Karen Mortimer, who has certainly stepped up leading well so far.
So at pace here goes, looks down the bottom, finds Silvestri. Silvestri steps inside, and Addie Cunningham says, thank you very much. I'll take that one as well.
She will. Nice, easy stick side high from Addie Cunningham.
And she will work the ball out from deep in her defensive corner. As Brighton just look to set up somewhat of a clear. And here we go. I was going to say the break on the outer side here as well with Voisey. And Fuss. She's being guarded by Haynes there as she just heads back. And Addie Cunningham, she'll walk it up to the centre third, or to the...
She will. No rush here for Brighton.
Oh, there we go. And Voisey, she looked like she was going to do that before. She got away from Karen Mortimer before and then just rolled back. And like a good forward in football, mate, did the re-roll and
Mortimer gets a good check on here. So Brown out the far side. One to beat in O'Malley. O'Malley pushes and searches for it. She gets through. Help's coming from Williams. Not on. Brown for a second. Slots
yes,
it
she does. And we got a 5-3, 5-4 game here. As Izzy Brown just wore the check there from O'Malley and just got through that one.
Good enough to hold on to it.
And Brighton with a timeout called here.
Indy Williams couldn't get on the traditional group replay 180 finance goal of the day for me, Tone. That was huge effort, and that's a real lifter for the team. Mortimer identified Voisey as a stick handler, put the check on, got the takeaway.
But the quick presentation forward.
The ball went forward to Brown, and she was able to get the jets on. O'Malley knew that she needed to get a good stick on, and she did that.
But held it really well, did Brown.
Brown good enough to hold on. Help was coming, pressure all the way.
And a great finish.
It was a very, very good finish.
And she already got a handful. I think she got 6 in the under-18s today, did Izzy Brown.
She did.
What's that? Her second for the day.
Second for the day. So she's going home with a bucket full regardless.
And she got the medal in the under-18s. And I tell you what, she keeps playing like that, she might get a double medal.
It's not weighing her down at the moment, Tony.
Certainly not.
5-4 the Bombers. So a timeout called. Trish Adams wants to talk to the girls just to settle them down a bit. So hang on a minute. Maybe we're not as far ahead of the rest as we think we are.
No, it's 5-4 game. And Brighton probably haven't, at this time of the game, at 3 quarters, we're about, 11, 10 minutes in.
Yep.
Haven't been in this position probably most of the year.
And if you haven't been in this position in the real estate market before, Tone, Young Real Estate, sa.com.au, 1300 768 573.
Yep, and
get Jack onto it.
What about that? Get a referral.
Yep.
Get something over the line.
Oh,
$500 back to your club.
Oh.
Hey,
get a couple of beers out of that.
Combine that with 180 finance when you're refinancing, or
250.
250. There's 750.
Happy days. Club member of the year.
Tell you what, a lot of sausage sizzles sold there for $750.
Club man of the year. Club man or woman of the year, I should say.
And imagine if 10 of your club members did it, $7.5 grand. That's huge. Indy Williams, and that is free space. So Williams will line up for a free shot here. And just looking to put a bit of space between it, because the space has been closed down on the scoreboard by the Glenelg Seahawks.
That's right. I had a little bit of space between the back pergola and the patio. And I had
Who did you call, Shix?
Oh, there's only one man to call. Williams shoots.
Bang! Williams puts that one away and puts a little bit of space in this scoreboard at 6-4.
That's her third, Tone, for the day. Free shot there, and just slotting it past Carly Evans on the right-hand side.
Yeah, just sort of looked to go low, and then as Carly dropped the stick, put it high.
Good ball control there. 6-4 now, the Bombers. Like I said, that's Indy Williams' third for the match. She's putting herself in contention for the player. Is it too early to say that?
Yeah, too early.
Too early to say that.
But she's certainly sticking. Cream rises to the top.
That's right.
And she's certainly putting her hand up towards that. But it is 6-4. We are about 13 minutes gone in the third quarter. And O'Malley up against Morrison. Ball to be won here. Wells needs to pick that ball up. And this is where she does her best work, at pace. Wells picked up there by Williams, who kicks it out here to Beckett. Beckett will put the ball through. She has Varga on her. Michaela Varga just going a little bit of pressure, looking for an outlet. Is Beckett, needs an outlet.
Dropped the ball there and not able to get it back. So Varga just applying just enough. Good outlet ball there.
Great outlet, bang, and that's going to be a card, I'd say. I would say that Mel Williams coming off the bench there, she looked like she was going to come off the bench, and I thought there was going to be a bench clearing incident there.
Yeah, I don't know that there was. That looked worse than it might have been, Tone, I reckon.
So no penalty?
I don't think so. It was a lot of. It was heavy contact.
It was heavy contact. I'd love to see that on the replay.
Yeah, so the umpires are saying, no, that's fine. That's just a push.
I was going to say, I
might have also just got her a little bit off balance, I think.
Well, I think she got her high. That was the problem.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's definitely got one in the ribs anyway.
Well, umpires
anyway,
were right
they were
there.
right on it.
Right on it, weren't they?
Good call. Grand final. And Brighton with the ball.
Brighton
so,
with the ball.
Fuss. Again, another one for me who has stuck her hand up.
Zeph Williams, left-hand side, well looked after by Borovnik. Goes high again. Borovnik searching a little bit, putting the seatbelt on her, slowing her down. Mangan carries left. Good switch call there, Silvestri. O'Malley ISO with Morrison. Morrison doing a good enough job, I thought.
And flag there. Good, but again, you can see when these women go at pace with aggression towards the cage.
Yep.
Very difficult to stop
Is.
defensively.
Free shot, top of the hash.
So this is a big, big shot in the context of the game. Late in the third.
Gets a good start, but
Carly Evans.
Evans good enough.
She goes no, and Morrison was open there for about a minute and a half, and she just needs to get her motors on. She does. Morrison has Voisey.
Move the ball on there.
Has Mangan.
No. Beckett presents, not taken. Runs into a little pocket. Help comes over. Voisey playing good D. Morrison carries it left.
Kicks it down to Beckett. And Beckett has Gilbert to her left. And back to Morrison.
So the callers have a go here. Morrison has a nice
As we
isolation.
hear the bell goes. That's gone quickly. So 30 seconds left in this third term. We've got a 6-4 game. Morrison, Addie Cunningham comes out and just picks one off. And that's why, and he's going to get a push there, but Cunningham just stepping out. And we are going to have a whistle here. And it may have been just I think there might have been some words spoken.
Oh, that might have been just Karen talking to herself, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
Audibly. So ball in the stick of Beth Varga. Varga at pace, brings it down. Looks to Mangan, draws one, draws two. Osborne not able to pick it up. Great pick up there from Karen Mortimer as the three-quarter time whistle goes. What a great quarter that was, Shicks, at three-quarter time here. Brighton 6-4. Very impressive quarter there.
It was. The Bays just seemed to step up a little bit. A lot more calculated offensively that time, both in transition and extra man. We know Brighton went down with that Hayley Fuss 2-minute penalty, but first two goals there. Gilbert got the first one.
And here's that one there, I reckon.
Yeah, so she's just a little bit of shake. Went left, speed dodge, got past Addie Cunningham.
Addie was baiting her to the right-hand low, wasn't she?
She
or raiding her right-hand side, and she obliged.
Really good score on that occasion. This was a good save by Cunningham there, as she made light work of that Bonnie Wells zinger from the top, stick side high. Mortimer then went a little bit of a shake. Silvestri had a nice shot on cage. Good save again. Addie Cunningham coming up trumps. Big quarter from her.
Addie was really good in the quarter.
This was the one for me that I thought might have helped change it. Good check by O'Malley. Brown good enough to go.
Baited right again, didn't she? And obliged. But that check to hold the ball from a young player and continue on.
Agree.
And Indy Williams here just stepping down off a free shot and pops that one away on Carly Evans, sorry. And here we go. And this was big in the context of the game. As Carly Evans just gets a big save there with that one.
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
And fourth quarter action, it's 6-4 game here on LSA TV, live and free to you. And a huge centre draw.
Plenty left in this game, Tone. Another face-off win there. Morrison flicks it out to Silvestri, steaming down start of this fourth quarter. The Bay's down 4-6, but not without their chances, Tone. Huge third quarter from them.
Yeah, look, Cunningham had a few big saves there, and I'll tell you, in the context of the game, and it said while they didn't get at that end, Evans, the other end, with a free shot late in that third quarter, comes up with a huge save as well. So how big is that in the context of this game right now?
Could be everything here, Tone. This first goal is going to be a huge, huge decider on how this game continues to play out.
Well, if the Seahawks can get one on the board early and make it a 6-5 game, Brighton haven't been in that position in a grand final for a lot of years.
It just tightens things up, doesn't it? You have to be more careful with your possessions. You have to be more select with your shots. Careful on your clears.
And how much is that mentally playing on them? That 5 in a row, it's a huge feat.
Quick movement there, so that's good movement from Morrison. Ball held up down low. Mortimer goes to Beckett. Beckett just has a stroll up the right-hand side. Wells available to collect. Isolation with Varga. This is what the Bays need, some isolation. Double comes.
Good movement.
Oh, the ball was moved on well. Morrison dropped the handle. Michaela Varga has just done everything right today. Good help. Silvestri about to turn the ball over. Izzy Brown. She hasn't done enough running today, she said. I'm going to get this one and go for a trot.
She said, here you go, have another go.
Runs to space, and Wells said, okay, let's just hang on to this one a little bit. Set up again.
She's been very good today, Izzy Brown.
She has been. Darcy checks it in and says, okay, I've touched it. We can go offense now. Moves it across.
Silvestri just steps inside, pops, puts, another big save there from Cunningham.
Was a good save. Silvestri came back on the left. You just need to be so precise with your shooting on these two goalkeepers. Both doing a great job.
And we see there Varga just presenting as all young players should look at.
She's done a power of work today, Beth Varga.
Absolutely, up and down.
She's heard the word on the street about Izzy Brown being metres gained.
And she says, no, I don't think so.
That's a title that she's held for some time, Beth Varga, and she said, well, not without my saying does she get it just yet.
Yep, metres gained, sponsored by Shix and Tone.
And here she goes.
So Beth Varga just wears one, and that's going to be a card. And Bonnie Wells will serve a yellow here. And that'll put Brighton into a man-up opportunity.
And that was absolutely a yellow card too, wasn't it, Tone? Playing from
straight
behind.
Up and under.
It was. It was.
And
right in no man's land too. It's a real poor check to throw at that point of the game.
And huge in the context at 6-4. So they go to a man-up opportunity.
They do.
And if they can get one here and put it to 3, I mean, as again, we often say Glenelg scored 4 in 3 quarters, and that would mean they need to get another 4 in the remaining time left.
Rowe to Williams on the overlap. No opportunity to score. Fuss goes 1-2 inside.
Varga just snuck in the back door there. Oh, look, good little check there from Silvestri, and
Jewel just trips over the
Grass Monster got her, or something did, so an opportunity here.
Jury just drops the handle on the fastie. So time to relax and burn some seconds and get that extra man cancelled. Evans goes down to Brown, who we know is no stranger to going for a run. Good check though, Zeph Williams.
Yep. Just that left-handed player, isn't she, against the right, so you're always coming in on a different defensive angle.
Just makes you think a little extra, doesn't it? Evans now carries the ball. Eloise Rowe, good pressure up high, so there's no let off here from Brighton. They know the time is now. This next score is oh so important for both teams.
And Brighton just constantly pushing you out, aren't they? They're constantly pushing you away from the cage in a defensive situation.
Gets to the speedster Gilbert, who takes it behind. Beckett again presenting. She's done that fantastically today. Gets pushed around low by Voisey. Rolls back inside.
Great
Silvestri.
pace there from Silvestri to come across with the ball. And now she's got that pace, but she's got O'Malley, who steps into what would almost be controlled free space.
Yeah. Hard to see the sunlight with the fan there, Tone, if she was inside or out.
So ball to be won, but Glenelg have dropped the handle of the ball there.
They have. Beckett just spilled it and lucky to get that back.
Just gets a push in the context of that. So 6-4 is the game.
Okay, so just a realignment with
I wondered
penalty.
what was happening then. I thought, maybe we've called it the wrong way.
So extra man cancelled.
Morrison against Williams. Morrison steps down, comes left. Good defence there from Williams.
Good check from behind, but
deemed to be illegal.
Not happy with it, the umpire. Morrison now will get the ball back and see if she can draw a little 2-on-1 here somewhere.
She's got Silvestri on the bottom corner as well, who steps in, steps down.
Just needs to pass
hang it out there again in a minute. Doesn't realise she's behind her. Someone needed to be talking to her there. Brown with the ball. So Gilbert just moving into some free space there.
Defensive heat has risen.
So here we go. Here it is. It's about time for the game to turn, if it is going to.
Nice hard cut, Silvestri. Morrison wants to go at Williams. She does. She carries it left, up in the pipe. Goal line extended, just drifts one across. Beckett couldn't get it. Brown is there to mop up.
Brown is like with that piece of bread in the gravy, mate. Just mopping everything up.
Keep that plate nice and clean, Tone. Silvestri now. Monclose, left, right. Left her behind. Made nothing of it. Gilbert, high side. They leave her alone. She's got pace.
She did this earlier. Got inside like that, but Williams, good on the defence.
So good lengthy possession here from Glenelg. Brown to Beckett. Beckett to Wells. Wells will have a look. She goes high side in the two-man. Rowe to help out. Close, good double. Shot on.
Good save there from Cunningham. Just pops it out, but there we go again.
That girl again.
She's just mopping it up every time the ball gets there and keeping it an offence for the Seahawks.
Yep, Brown collects to Wells. Wells at Truex. Glenelg looking to get some fresh legs potentially. Evans and Mortimer dying to get down in the offensive. Oh, Silvestri
She's
free.
telling her to get up and around. She wants to come around this right-hand pipe, doesn't she?
So Gilbert gives up her attacking time. Mortimer comes down, so very important next couple of minutes, Tony.
Well, very important in this grand final of the 6-4 game. We've had about 7 minutes played in the last, and a score here brings them within one. But it's a good long offensive set by the Seahawks.
See Mortimer there again, drew the double, gave the ball to Morrison. The ball went dead. She just needs to look ahead a little, try and find those 2-on-1s.
There's a little one coming around the back corner here. Look, stepped inside. Wells gets crunched. And just a touch. So that's going to be a free shot here. And is this the opportunity that Glenelg need to just get within one and put that mental pressure back on the Brighton Lacrosse Club?
It'll go both ways. Cunningham saves this one. That'll take the sting out of the Glenelg offense.
Wells
inside.
Bang, nice save from Cunningham.
Huge
off
save.
The foot. And Glenelg with a backup. That will be a Glenelg ball. But what a save there from Cunningham. Wells goes down low and bang off the foot. Thank you very much.
Yep, great save.
Not in the back of my net, she says.
But the Bays have got another chance. They get that first on call. And Beckett again checks the ball in through X.
Well, they hold possession, don't they? And this is and Brighton don't like not having the ball. They never have. And Brown steps in, steps around, keeps stepping around. She's drawn a crowd.
Oh, she stands still. The ball goes dead.
She needs some help here.
All sorts of help out.
Is that a double behind?
It was.
Because I think two of them might have to stand out here. Because I thought Indy was involved in that as well. But only one.
So moves the ball on there. Silvestri collects. And Beckett again gets it at X. So she'll drive up the left-hand side. Morrison far wide as Glenelg in no rush to score. This is how important this next goal is.
So about 7 minutes to go here.
Wells takes on Varga, drives the lane, got a good check on that shot, wasn't really on anyway. Silvestri now gets it right-hand side. Williams, the tight defence of Brighton, holding firm.
Silvestri up to Morrison. Morrison just taking her eye off the ball there. So there's pressure out there, Shicks. Plenty of pressure.
Keep that ball alive. Let that defensive pressure build and build.
Steps inside, Brown.
Yeah, good handles.
Great handles. Just goes to throw the fake. Not there, pops, and that's not a great
terrible
shot.
option.
Good work, though. Beckett picks the ball back up.
She's been brilliant.
Kicks it up here to Morrison.
All those little things that don't get noticed a lot, Tony. She's been there time and time again, hasn't she?
And Evans down the side, across the face of the cage, and out of bounds, but Glenelg will get back up with the ball, and they will bring it back in.
So, huge possession. If Brighton can stuff this attacking surge out, go down the other end and score, you know that's almost curtains.
I'll tell you what, that save from Cunningham with the foot before, off that free shot.
Yep.
That's as big in this context of this game as any, even though they are 2 goals up. Evans again, she has another opportunity to go down, and Addy, just another big save with the foot. 2 in about 2 minutes, and now Brighton with the ball, and Glenelg are going to have to push, aren't they?
Very good D there, the Bombers. A bit of a forced shot, probably not the one they really wanted, but huge defensive effort. So this is all important now, spending such time playing D, snuffing that out. Cunningham will bring it up. If Brighton can get an early one here, that really takes the...
And again, with about 4 minutes to go in this grand final, Glenelg have to put pressure on every ball carrier now.
They do. Otherwise, time just gets away.
And we see in the women's game that they can, there is no stall call, so they can just hold the ball as much as they like, which forces the defenders to have to get out onto the on the hands. But to be honest, that's not the way Brighton play, is it?
They want, no, they're bums on seats team. They want scores, they want goals.
And
fill up your bucket and go home with them all.
That's right.
Mangan has a look. Jury collects her. So we know Jury will come out with some high pressure. Rowe won't get any different. Jury still playing D. Rowe driving that right-hand side. Fuss presents, not given. Mangan at X. Driving again.
Constant movement, constant ball, the changing of the ball.
High quality game here, Tone. Pick comes across. Mangan drives the right-hand side. Evans collects her. So a lot of switching D. Good talking.
Great talking in the defence there. But again, they're taking time out of the clock here. With every foray that they're having, they're taking time out of the clock.
Still
Mangan steps inside. Good work there from Evans.
She's pointing the other way. So that looks to be a foul
against Brighton.
Ball carrier. So there you go.
Okay, so an opportunity here for the Seahawks. And they're going to have to put 2 on the board to send us the golden goal. Do we have a golden goal, Shicks?
Well, it's on the cards, Tone.
It is.
It is on the cards. It's within reach.
You know my thoughts on that.
Brings the ball down to the offensive end. Haynes, who hasn't seen a lot of it today. Man-up specialist. Fresh legs could be the go. She has a look at Michaela. Has a look, gets inside.
Gets space. Just shut down by Williams.
Draws 2. She just needs to look after it now.
Oh, she's done what's she done?
Sends a zinger over to...
Indy Williams just grabbing the back of a calf there. I don't know whether she'd actually done anything there.
Presents on the right-hand side. Mortimer, who will demand a heavy defence. Kloos got her on the left-hand side.
Got to keep her close.
You do.
Ball inside, comes around.
Evans rolls back left, ignores Wells, goes back to Wells. Varga collects her, gives her no time to run up.
Oh, gets almost a ward there.
Needs to be a little, and it is
It is
too.
a ward. Almost, I was going to say, it's almost a ward there. You don't see that very often in the women's game. But that left arm definitely came out and pushed off. And Nikki Voisey right on the spot.
Bell just goes, Tone.
2 minutes to go
left.
in this one.
As you see, Glenelg immediately reacts and they go high side.
So they have to try and take this ball off. They've got to get riding pressure on this to try and turn this ball over if they're a chance. It is a 6-4 game here.
O'Malley inside to Kloos. Loose checking from the base.
And as you say, you go down by 3 or 4 or you go down swinging, don't you, Shicks?
That's right. They don't talk about by how many tomorrow morning.
So ball down the back.
Mel Williams has it. Jury has her. Ball goes back up to
Indy Williams just
Indy.
steps around Borovnik, which opens up Zeph Williams in the middle.
Seems to have
Indy
recovered.
Williams still there. Good check. And here we go. Great pick up there from Fuss.
Fuss to O'Malley. The chance coming from the Brighton.
O'Malley steps in.
Brighton coaches, hold the ball out, girls. Hold the ball out. Get wide.
Get
Get wide.
And now there's triple pressure on the ball, which means there's got to be open spaces here. Just got to keep the ball moving.
Look at the space creating here. Beth Varga's almost at the halfway line, screaming out for it.
And Zeph Williams with the ball, under pressure from Izzy Brown.
Time's running out, Tone. Can they hold on?
I'll tell you what, that hourglass is slipping away for the grand final win for Glenelg, because there's limited time. There's probably only about a minute to go, or is the clock coming on the field now?
Not quite.
Maybe 30 seconds to go. Tamarin just brings the clock to the centre of the field.
Ball into the middle.
There's
Didn't
a turnover.
need to happen.
So you never know in the women's game what can happen. They need a quick one here, and Bonnie Wills is the one for that. Goes forward to Mortimer. Mortimer down low, steps in. Oh, that's a big check. Nothing called there. And Addie Cunningham comes out, and a check called the other way.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, they look very similar to me.
It's an ordinary call for me. The goalkeeper should not be protected in any way. That's just a solid check.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the check before was good enough, that one was good enough too. So, I don't know.
And that's the clearing ball.
Anyway, and good pressure here. Still Kloos with the ball. There's opportunity and another push called. And Glenelg not giving it away yet.
No rush on the restart. She throws it deep. Michaela Varga.
Clock is on the field though. Limited time.
Clock
under 30. And
on.
there we go.
And there we go. Brighton Bombers.
Lacrosse Club.
6-4 winners. They go on to win their 5th in a row. Not without a pretty gutsy effort from the Glenelg Seahawks. They were gutsy, Tone, scoring the first 2. Sent a real tremor through the Bomber bench, didn't they? But unable to score in 2 quarters, the second and the fourth. Makes it very difficult.
Yep.
That last quarter actually was a 0-0 quarter for both.
A 0-0 quarter. And yet there was so much action in it, Shix. Oh, I'll tell you what, Cunningham was very good in that last little bit.
She was. Glenelg had their chances, didn't they? A couple of shots, a couple of free shots, a couple of penalty shots. But, yeah, Addie Cunningham very, very good in the cage.
I mean, that's just one. There were plenty out there. I thought Beth Varga was very good. Indy Williams was good. You know, young Izzy Brown on Glenelg's side. I mean, you're in a losing side, but she was very good.
Yeah, Carly Evans was
good
too.
Carly Evans was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Izzy Brown scoring the 2 for Glenelg as well. Darcy Beckett got one and Chelsea Gilbert got one. So there's 4 unlikely goal scorers for the Bays. That's probably the difference, really. They're known go-to girls, not being able to trouble the scorers.
No Morrison, no goal.
No Mortimer and no Wells. So they're the 3 girls you'd like to think would pad you out a bit. But unfortunately, nothing for them. Hayley Fuss got the one today for Brighton. Taylor Voisey scores 1. Colleen O'Malley scores 1. And, of course, Indy Williams with the 3. But I thought a very gutsy effort by the Glenelg Seahawks. They were fantastic today. The Bombers, though, too strong, holding on for their 5th in a row, Tone.
And congratulations to the Brighton Lacrosse Clubs. Commiserations to the Glenelg Lacrosse Club. That was a fantastic grand final for the women's. And I'll tell you what, if that's a prelude to anything that comes, we've got the men's State League grand final about to be live and free to you on USA TV as well. Brought to you by our great sponsors in the traditional group, tradvc.com.au, 8376 3639, 180 Finance, Young Real Estate SA, and AMAC Customs and Logistics. And what a fantastic game that was. We wish the guys, as we come into this State League, and we might just go and have a quick break here.
Have a breather.
As the presentations are about to be done.